Welcome back to Indian Trace.
Sometimes the bright sun makes it hard to set up a video. But of course, tobacco, let it come.
Tobacco at the Cove. And, when you're 500-600 yards out into tobacco, we can't even see the end of it going out that way. It's pretty private. The tobacco, it stifles the sound. And I want to show you some things, and I have a couple comments to make. It's been good to be out here. I can smell the chemicals. They sprayed this morning. So, listen, if you collect artifacts, and I want to show you something here that I saw from here. No, contrast is too much. Let me show you what I saw. And started to sift the dirt, and I said, let me wait and show you some other artifacts that I found. This is what I saw, if I can get the contrast right. I don't know how the phone operates real good in the contrast of light and dark, but I can see this is clearly a very nice base. So I said, let me get some of this other stuff on camera. I mean, I've been finding some great pieces of pottery, and if you collect artifacts, don't tell me you don't kiss them. Don't tell me you don't lick them. Plenty of you out there are lickers and kissers, and you can't do it when they're sprayed. This is chemical spray out here. You'd smell it up and down here. Now I know there's somebody out there who's so anal, they're going to say, no, I've never kissed an artifact. I've never licked it. I've never tried to wash it off with my mouth. A bunch of liars, right? I'm just kidding. Some people don't know. They don't live in the wild. They don't dig. They don't get dirty. Doesn't bother us any. Look at these artifacts here that I found. If I can get the contrast working. I mean to tell you, in the shade here. Look at this point. Nice piece. This piece here is a nice piece. It has an impact fracture. Right there. Nice piece. Just show you these. I guess the contrast is going to work in the sun. Really great stuff. I put it in the shade. I mean, look at this. Talk about small. And take a look closely if I can hold it still enough. I'm going to tell you what, I have been also, that's an incredible triangle, isn't it? Now again, nice and quiet out here. There was a dead fox. Must have just not moved. And it was rotted and dried out in one of these rows. That's uncommon for it not to get out of the way. I don't know what happened. This focus is just not working. Look at that. Uncommon, actually. I don't find a lot of little triangles. I've talked to some people say, man, I find a ton of triangles. We don't. I guess arguably a real bow point. Great stuff, though. You see the contrast? So hot out here, my fingers. I mean, this thing fits right on my fingertip, inside an inch for sure. Look at the work on that. I don't even know how they work the fine detail of these things. With what tools. I would have liked to see him make one of those. Here's a bonus, though. Look at this. We haven't even checked out the point yet. This is the bottom point of a shark's tooth. It's petrified. It's stone in the core. Stone. On the index inside of that would have been the inside of the tooth there. Outside there with an absolute edge to the tooth. You see it? Picture it. It would have come down here to the tip. It would have had another side to it. And it would have been a big, flat out shark. This is all stone. If you could feel it hard. It is rock. So we take another step back in history. Thousands of years before these. Thousands. To a smoking awesome piece of a shark's tooth. Now I found a couple few once in a while shark's teeth here. But that's crazy. Craziness. All right, let's check out this point. I'm sweating here in the dirt. No big deal. I've done a lot of studying. I can't even see it in my viewfinder. There it is. Soft dirt here. A lot of studying of current political... It's loose. Current political stories. Oh, look at that. Nice point. And I do put up links that I feel in my heart are really important listens, good things to hear. I mean, important for all the decisions we need to make for our family. That's a nice little arrowhead. I can't even tell you if it's on here. Oh, I'm sorry, that was terrible. I couldn't tell. I really couldn't tell if it was on there. Maybe you guys have endurance and you stayed tuned. That's a nice point right there. Well, with the heat dripping and everything, just check out the links that I put. I'm very selective. I don't think any of it at all wastes time. Look at that. Put these in the sun, see if they'll come out. And so that's why I do it. I do it because I think it's going to make an absolute difference. Some of the stuff you'll find on Indian Trace right here. Anyway, that's my 2 cents worth. Appreciate you tuning in to Indian Trace. And that right there, that's Indian Trace.